This was found out by Aryabhatta. That's why I invented zero. Okay, so before I start speaking anything or before I start this channel, I just want to let you know that all the knowledge that I have gained is little bit from YouTube and most of it from a person called Arun. He has a lot of knowledge, spiritual knowledge, and he's been meditating since a long time. He knows most of the Vedas, Upanishads, and Bhagavad Gita, and most of the spiritual knowledge. So it's all because of his grace that I have got to know what I have got to know, and I realized that this knowledge should not be limited to me. This should be known to most of the people in the world. That's the idea behind creating this new spiritual channel, my new spiritual channel. So the first question that I have taken up for this channel, and also apart from this, whatever issues that we have in our life, getting his answers, trying to get an answer for such kind of issues through spiritual knowledge, and also knowing the truth behind the universe, truth behind ourselves, truth behind the world, universe, yourself, and whatever we see, whatever we don't see, etc., etc., etc. It's going to be a fun ride since I have already started the channel now. The first question that I have taken up in starting the channel is the difference between spirituality and science. So science, both science and spirituality at the end of the day wants the same things. Even science wants to know the truth, even spirituality wants to know the truth. And why is it that we coined two different terms for the same process? The reason is because the way science wants to know the truth is completely different, and the way spirituality wants to know the truth is completely different. Spirituality believes, you can't say believe, for now, for argument's sake, let's just say it's beliefs. Spirituality actually doesn't mean believe anything. Only what you experience can be termed, experience in your life can be termed as spirituality for you. But leaving that argument aside, let's just say that spirituality believes that the whole world is one thing, or the whole world is nothing, or there is one element which is present in the whole universe, and they try to get in touch with that element and then find out the truths behind the universe, world, or earth, or any planet or solar system, galaxies, atom, non-atom, manifest, unmanifest, everything. Coming to science needs proof, as we all know. So if you need proof, if you need to prove something, you will have to logically dissect it. Intellectually, first of all, you need to find out a truth, find out something which was not found out earlier, which was already there, which was not found out. And once you have found out that thing, you have to write a thesis, and then you have to logically explain the truth behind it. And if the logic is agreeable by the society, which is very funny, but still, if the logic is agreeable by the whole world, or the whole human population, or most of the human scientific intellectuals, then you get an approval that this is what is truth. So if you want to logically explain the truth, you have to logically dissect it. You have to analytically dissect that thing which you have found out, which was not found out earlier, and that's the whole difference between science and spirituality. Spirituality believes in oneness. Science needs proof. So you will have to break it up. You have to analyze and you have to break it up to get to know the truth, or to at least prove that it is true. So now coming to the next question. The next question that I have taken up is, what is universe? The most hot question of science, the top line question, which is which is not yet answered by science, which science wants to know the answer. Out of the 150 top open-ended questions, the top question I'm going to start off with that. What is this universe made of? So scientists have understood a few things over here. 96% is what they call as dark energy. We don't know what it is, but that is what they call that it is dark energy. 4% is atomic. In 4%, 99.99% is invisible, what do you call, dust particle. You can say invisible dust particle. And 0.01% is actual manifested atomic, which we can see. So in that also they dissected the atom, and they found out that there are few particles. You can name them neutron, electron, proton, but they found out that there are some particles. But when the particles don't see each other, they become waves. And if the particle becomes waves, that means that there is no existence. Even atom is nothing, because those particles which is creating the atom, and then that atom is creating this whole universe, or this everything that we see, or that we can't see it with our eyes, or which is matter. That atom itself is made up of particles, and that particles is becoming waves. So that means that the whole universe is nothing. And this was found out by Aryabhatta. That's why he invented zero. And it is also written thousands of years ago in many scripts that are there in the spiritual scripts that have been written by ancient spiritual seekers and spiritual enlightened beings. So this is what is all the universe about. The whole universe is nothing. Yeah, so if the whole universe is nothing, what is the universe made of then why you see, you can see this hand. But if this finger is nothing, that means something should be there, because you are able to see this, right? So how can we understand that? Let's take a prism, okay? So if you place a prism in daylight, what you see as a colorless, see this whole the space between my eyes and this camera, there is nothing. That's why I'm able to see this camera or my phone. So this space is nothing, right? There is no color in it. So this same colorless light is going through a prism, and it is portraying 7 different colors. The reason why it is portraying 7 different colors is because each color has a wavelength. That's why it's able to convert, because of those wavelengths, it is able to convert that colorless light into 7 different colors. Similarly, there is a wavelength, or you can say there is an energy or a universal intelligence or conscious, what spirituality, what it is termed as is consciousness. That is what the wavelength is converting the colorless light into 7 different colors, which is again those 7 colors are converting into 256 colors, and then again 16 million colors, and again further, which we have not experienced it yet, seen it yet. Similarly, there is a consciousness, or there is a wavelength, or in what quantum physics says, there is the whole universe is just an energy. There is an energy which has created this atom and this particle and this neutron trying to attract proton. I don't know what is the name, I forgot, but out of neutron, electron, proton, there is one thing which is trying to grab the other 2 things, and the other 2 things is trying to move away from that thing. Because of that whole game, because of this consciousness, this whole game has been created, and from this game this atom has been created, and from this atom this whole thing that you see and I see and everything is happening is created, but actually everything is nothing. That's what is being termed as the whole universe is being termed as Maya, because everything is actually nothing. The whole world is just a living consciousness, is what is the whole universe.